My name is Tony Walker. I'm the Senior Director of Student Support Services at Uplift Education. The Student Support Services Department is responsible for providing all wraparound mental health and social and emotional services to Uplift's 19,000 scholars and their families. So 8 years ago, Student Support Services didn't exist. When I first came on board, I actually began my career with Uplift as an alumni counselor. I was on a campus, and every day there were students who were having suicidal ideation, experiencing depression or anxiety or another mental health concern that were walking in my door. And while I knew that the alumni support programming was very important, I also realized that we needed to do something for the students who were experiencing mental health issues that were right there in front of me. And so I really had the great privilege to sit down with our senior leadership at Uplift at the time and pitch this idea of building a new type of program, a mental health counseling program, that then over the course of the past 8 years has grown to be one of the largest in the state. In addition to that, kind of around that one flagship program, evolved this entire department. I wanted a program that was staffed with licensed mental health professionals. These are folks who could work out in private practice. They are psychotherapists, they're mental health clinicians. And I wanted them to provide those direct services to scholars because I knew that we had the need. Our social behavioral counselors at Uplift spend 100% of their time doing mental health related activities. So, last year, the social behavioral counseling team turned over 13,000 referrals for counseling. Our network is about 19,000 students that we serve. So quite a bit of counseling going on. But even beyond that, really 100% of Uplift students receive the benefit of a social counselor through the psychoeducation piece. So that's the way that the counselors are able to touch 100% of the students that we serve, because the social counselors are in every single classroom over the course of the year, teaching a full curriculum that we have built in-house. I remember when I was a teacher in St. Louis, where I was also a core member, I remember distinctly one of my favorite students, Tyrell. And Tyrell had been absent for a few days, and he finally came back to school. And I was talking to him after class, and he robbed the pantry of a house to get bread and peanut butter and basic food for his family because they were not working at the time. They didn't have any food to eat. I thought about, how can you expect students to learn? How can you expect them to take a standardized test and do well when at home they don't have food to eat, or there's concerns about keeping a roof over your head? Now that's what we do. We help families and students to get those basic needs met and then walk by their side through the most difficult days to make sure that when they are in school, that they have what they need to be able to learn.